morning, YouTube family. Mind you, I have not had my coffee yet, so I'm a little tired. I got up, took a shower, as you can tell. I got my work clothes on. So I picked up a shift, about to be going in a bit early today, but I wanted to show you guys because you guys have come along this little journey with me on my tomato plants. I've never actually grown tomato plants, so the fact that I was able to grow these from a single seed, from a actually single tomato, I got all these seeds from the same tomato. So let's go ahead and check out my tomato plant and see how well it has been doing all... There's a cat. Hold on. What? Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Alright, so here is the tomato plant. Can I okay, I was like, can I zoom out? Because we're about too close. So you can see it's full of tomatoes. These are Roma tomatoes. They're not like the full, like huge ones. But we do have a few in here that are looking pretty ripe. This one's still got a ways to go. That one might do well if I just go ahead and pull it off now and let the rest of the ripening happen. But there's another one in here that looks pretty red. Hello, gorgeous. That one's a little bit little, but I'm excited that I got like some big ones. This one's pretty big. This grasshopper is just staring me down. Do not jump on me. Yeah, I got some pretty big ones in the bunch, so I'm excited for those. But this one actually feels... I just picked it right off. It feels pretty good. It has some yellowing on there still. But I think if I leave it out in the sun will help ripen this further. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick off this one as well. I just think if I pick them off now, then the rest of them can start to ripen. So, these two for sure. I wonder if I should do the one next to it. Down in here. Probably should have left that one on, but that's okay. The sun will do the rest of the work. So you can see the plants themselves are a bit of a mess. The wind has been knocking them left and right, so they're just kind of just clumped together on these, I don't know. I might have to get new ones next year. They're all bent up. There's like 4 of them there, these little tomato cages. But I have so many tomatoes, and they've been doing really well. No bugs or anything, no pesticides. So what I ended up doing was I added, like you can see down here, some eggshells, some coffee filters, leftover just cuttings and stuff from food. Obviously like vegetable stuff. That way the plants can get their nutrients, as well as it helps keep bugs away, especially with the eggshells and the coffee. Like ants do not like coffee, and the eggshells will kill any slugs or anything that try to come near the plants. So it does keep bugs and things away. So I haven't had any, except for these like grasshoppers, but they're just chilling. They're not eating anything. He is just literally sleeping in the plant. Alright, so there's my tomato plants. It's so lovely to be outside. I don't remember if you guys have seen these little, but they're doing pretty well in the corner here. They didn't die, so that's nice. Hopefully those will come back next year. And this is as big as my elephant ears pretty much got, which is a decent size. The leaves are probably like 14 inches long by a foot wide. It's still growing, and it looks like it's sprouted like everywhere. So it like branched off. The little pieces here, and there's one over here. There's actually 5 areas where it branched off. So I'm excited to dig this up and see if I have more bulbs that formed. That would be really cool. I'm definitely going to be putting the elephant ear bulbs into pots next year like this. And this was just like a hamper thing from Walmart, like $4, way cheaper than an actual pot. Just saying. Here's another one. It's just full of dirt because this is extra dirt I had dug up and threw it in here. I just need to get rid of it, probably throw it in the dumpster. Or I might end up using it because it might be actually good soil. You can mix this with other soil. I need to pull the grass and stuff out of there though. Well, anyways, yeah, all I did was in that one, I drilled holes in the bottom to let the water out. I drilled several holes. That way none of the water would get stuck in there. I just think that's pretty cool actually to do that because it's like $4 versus like $20, $60 for a pot, you know? Like this pot is, this pot is half the size of like these pots. It is ceramic, but this cost me like $10. And I thought that was a good deal. The fact that I can use those for like $4, way better deal. And the plant obviously grows in it. So I think next year I'll show you guys how to spruce these up just by spray painting them and adding some texture, and you won't even be able to tell that that was laundry basket from Walmart. It'll actually look like a nice pot. So hopefully next summer I can get to that. I also wanted to show you guys how this turned out. So happy the way it turned out. I spray painted it gold. It was this green color, kind of ugly color. I love the wood base it came with. This was about $8 or so on clearance at Menards. I put a solar light in the inside so that it lights up at night. So cool. And I end up, after doing a couple coats of the gold spray paint, I end up spray painting it with a clear acrylic spray paint. That way everything would seal in and the gold would hold pretty long. And it looks really nice actually. So if you don't do the sealant I was just talking about, this is what happens to the gold spray paint. The rain over time will destroy it, and it leaves this residue on there, and it just like rubs off, and it doesn't look very good. But I don't mind this piece looking like this. It kind of gives it a rustic feel, so I'm like, whatever. And this gold spray paint chipped off this just because this is a smooth plastic, so overall it's just not gonna stay. I don't really mind it. It's not that big of a deal. These were Dollar Tree pots, so whatever. And then this is as big as this elephant ear plant got, I would say, for the season, because September, it's here. We're coming down with winter at some point, so eventually this will start to die back. But it's decent. It's just not as big as the one over there. So definitely we'll be planting them in pots next year because they just didn't get as big in the ground, which I think because the ground holds a lot of moisture, so the roots are kind of just not doing as well. They're not thriving as if I had well-drained soil. All of my marigolds popped up though, and these flowers are still doing pretty good. The ones that were over here that were like those, they were just different color, those end up dying, which no big deal. I'm actually going to cut those out and use them in a wreath or something like that. And this stuff is looking pretty bad, but I'm just letting it go at this point. I am not watering that anymore. There's really no point. Oh, look at this pretty flower up here. Can you guys see it? Okay, guys. I think at this point it's time to have my coffee. It is just too early to be running around outside, looking in my yard, looking crazy. So, got some tomatoes. I am going to go ahead and just pop these. I picked up the 3 you guys saw me. And my window seal, see this one had ripened. This was actually green when it fell off. So I just popped it up there, and the sun seems to be doing the job. So I'm just going to put these right here. That way they can get some more sun, and yeah, those ones fell off as well. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this 10-minute video. I can't believe it's been 10 minutes. And I hope that you guys stay tuned for Friday's video. You're not going to want to miss it. Another DIY project. You guys know I love making stuff. Stay tuned for that. All right, see you guys on Friday. Bye.